The boy clearly recognized that the girl in front of him was his biological younger sister, but he refused to acknowledge her and even ordered his bodyguards to drive her away. However, he did not do this because he hated the girl. It was because he hated the mother who had abandoned him years ago. 5 years earlier, because the boy had been seriously ill and his father had also become disabled in both legs. His mother had actually decided to abandon them to become a wealthy man's wife. The boy had tried his best to hold her back and begged her not to leave, but his mother had pushed him away, saying that they would only be a burden to her. After that, she had resolutely turned around and gotten into the wealthy man's car. She had completely ignored her husband, who had fallen to the ground, and her son, who had been crying. From that moment on, the boy had begun to resent his mother. But what the father and son had not known was that the woman had only wanted to give them a better life. It turned out that the man had originally been the heir to a wealthy family. Because his parents had disagreed with his relationship with the woman, they had cut off all ties with him. In order to let the man return to his wealthy family to treat his disabled legs and his seriously ill son, the pregnant woman had no choice but to leave them behind. 5 years later, she was diagnosed with a terminal illness and could no longer care for her young daughter. After realizing that she was about to pass away, she handed her daughter an old family photo and told her to find her real father. The girl had arrived at the gate of the villa according to the address her mother had given her. By coincidence, her brother happened to be coming home at that very moment. The girl instantly recognized him as the boy from the photo. She ran up to him, hoping to reunite with her brother, but the boy had pushed her away coldly. When he saw that family photo, he felt no joy at seeing his sister again, because there had been deep hatred for his mother in his heart, so he had also had no affection for his younger sister. The boy had said that his father was about to marry his fiancée. He had not wanted the girl and her mother to disturb their lives, and just at that moment, the boy's father had come back. The boy had immediately asked the bodyguards to carry the girl away. Soon, the man's car had stopped at the gate. He asked his son if he had heard a little girl crying. The boy quickly said he must have been mistaken and made up an excuse for him to leave, but after leaving, the man had sensed that something was wrong, so he had told his assistant to retrieve the surveillance footage from the front door later. In the evening, the assistant had handed the surveillance video to the man. The man had been shocked to find that the girl in the surveillance footage looked exactly like his ex-wife who had abandoned him back then. When he heard the girl say she was 4 years old, he suddenly realized that she might be his biological daughter. He had immediately stood up and prepared to go look for the girl. At this time, the man's fiancée had arrived at the gate of the villa. She had looked curiously at the girl squatting at the door. After seeing the photo in the girl's hand, she had been shocked.